Welcome back to our podcast where we explore the world of music. I'm Nur Afifah and I'm here with my co host, Mutiara Febrianti. Today we'll be sharing our personal stories and experiences with music, discussing our favorite artists, genres, and songs, and sharing our personal playlist.
Music is such a universal language and it has the power to connect people from all over the world. We are excited to dive into this topic and share our love of music with all of you.
I completely agree, Tiara. So let's start with our personal experiences with music. Tiara, when did you first realize that music was going to be such an important part of your life?
For me, it was when I was a teenager. I remember discovering NCT 2000's album, and it was like a switch flipped in my brain. The emotion and energy in the lyric and the instrument spoke to me on a level that I had never experienced before. From then on, I knew that music was going to be a big part of my life.
That's amazing, Tiara. For me, music has always been a big part of my life. My mom loves to sing, but she's not a singer. It's just a hobby. And I grew up surrounded by music. I listened to music randomly, and my love of music just kept growing.
That's so cool, Afifah. And speaking of different instruments, what's your favorite instrument to listen to in a song?
For me, it's definitely the guitar. There's just something about the sound of a guitar that can transport me to another place. And speaking of guitars, one of my all time favorite artists is Ed Sheeran. The way he played the guitar was like nothing anyone had ever heard before. And of course, his influence can still be heard in music today.
Ed Sheeran is definitely a legend, Afifah. And one of my favorite artists is Christian Yu. He was a true visionary and was always pushing the boundaries of what was possible in music.
Yes, Christian Yu was such an innovative artist. And speaking of innovation, what do you think of some of the new technologies that are being used in music today, like AI generated music or virtual reality concerts?
I think it's really exciting to see how technology is being used to push the boundaries of what's possible in music. Generated music, for example, is creating new songs and styles that we've never heard before. And virtual reality concerts are allowing used to experience live music in whole new way, even if we can physically be there.
I agree, Tiara. It's really amazing to see how music is evolving and changing with the times. And with that, let's move on to our personal playlists. Okay, Tiara, what are some of the songs or artists that you always include on your playlist?
Well, as I mentioned earlier, I'm a big fan of Christian Yu. I also love Casey, Fujikase, Beach Weather, Leahy, Arctic Monkeys, The Bestly, and Radiohead. But I am always looking of new artists and songs to add to my playlist too.
Nice! Those are some great artists. And on my playlist, you'll always find some K-pop song, especially Treasure and Blackpink songs. But I also like to mix it up with some pop and hip hop. Some of my favorites are Taylor Swift, Pink Sweets, and Ariana.
I love that mix of genres, Afifah. It just goes to show how diverse our tastes in music can be.
Absolutely. And I think that's what makes music so great. There is something for everyone, no matter what your taste is, and that's why it's so important to support artists and their work, especially in the age of streaming where it's easy to just listen to music for free.
I could agree more, Afifah. Streaming has definitely changed the way we consume music, but it's important to remember that they hit every song, and music is artists who has poured their heart and soul into their work, and by supporting them, we're helping to ensure that music continues to thrive and evolve.
Exactly. And speaking of supporting artists, are there any up and coming musicians or bands that you're really excited about right now?
Definitely, I've been really into this band called TBR. It stands for Dream Perfect Regime. They have this great blend of pop, rock, and R&B that's really refreshing. And Christian Yu is also one of the members of this band, who I think is going to be a big. Uh, he has this amazing voice and her lyrics so honest and relatable.
Oh, I'll have to check those out, Tiara. And for me, I've been really into this artist named Crush. He is a Korean singer. He has this hauntingly beautiful voice, and his songwriting is so poetic. And for the band, I actually don't have one, but again, Treasure is my favorite boy group. They have this great sound that's both nostalgic and modern at the same time.
Nice. I will have to add those to my playlist. And speaking of playlists, do you have any tips for creating the perfect playlist?
I think it's important to have a good mix of songs that flow well together but also have some variety, and it's always good to throw in some surprises, like a song that people might not expect to hear. And of course, it's important to include songs that mean something to you personally.
That's great advice, Aviva. And with that, we've come to the end of another episode of our podcast. We hope you enjoy our discussion about music.
Before we go, let's share a song from our personal playlist that we think our listeners would enjoy.
Good idea, Aviva. I will go first. This song is called Limbo by Casey. It's a fun, upbeat song with a catchy chorus, yeah, that's worth it to make you dance.
I love that song, Tiara, and for my pick, I'm going to go with Orange by Treasure. Orange is one of the popular track song by Treasure and released through an album titled The First Step, Chapter 3, 2020. This song tells about a person's expression of love for this partner during a romantic relationship that is quite romantic, and this song also has the sunset vibe, which I really love sunset.
Great choice, Aviva. And with that, we've come to the end of our show. That thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.
But before we end this podcast, please share your guys' stories and experience of music and tell us your favorite music or your favorite artist in the comment below. Don't forget to give us likes and share this fun podcast with interesting topic to your friends. See you in the next entertaining podcast, guys, and have a good day.